Hey guys, it's Christian here back from CNH Small again for another informative review video. This one deals with firearms because what I have in front of me right here is my Beater M44 1946 M44 Mosin, and this will be a review video of how to clean your firearm when you get done shooting corrosive ammunition. The reason I'm making this video because unfortunately whenever I first got this gun right here, it was back in 2000, I think it was either mid or late 2000. They did not include any owner's manual or guides or anything else like that. Plus, the place I got it from was Dunham Sports up here where I'm located at. And the only ammunition they specifically had for the gun was surplus con block ammunition. And unfortunately, the guy, the counter was basically, he didn't know anything about it basically. And he basically sold me a couple packs, and I took to my range, and unfortunately I was not aware of the corrosive ammunition. You have to thoroughly clean a gun after you get done shooting it because of the corrosive salts in the primer compound. And so what I try to do is give you a quick, thorough and video from what I actually learned myself and what I observed from people who told me after the fact, and it basically can save a lot of people from having like future problems and stuff like that. Corrosive ammunition, they've been on the market, I should say on the U.S. market probably since like late 1990s when they started importing all the good old Mosin eggs and anything else from Russia over here and stuff like that. And I got this Mosin egg, and I think back in 2000 for like about $99 in like great shape. The only problem is the bore is basically piss poor now in there because of my stupidity not knowing how to properly clean a gun out after shooting corrosive ammunition. So the primary difference, as I said before, with corrosive ammunition is it comes in these brine packs right here normally if they're selling them individually to store. So be aware when you see something like this at a store, it's usually going to be corrosive, it's going to be con block surplus, it'll be basically listed as con block surplus ammunition, and this is what it typically looks like. It's copper washed casing, and it's about 148 grain bullet full metal jacket boat tail with a mild steel core, and it also has we don't call sealant. It's like a brownish red sealant. I can't really tell too good because I'm partially colorblind, so I apologize for that. But it looks like it's a brownish red. They seal up the back of the primer pocket right here. Plus, he also put some sealant around the bullet where it meets the neck area right here as well too. And that's a dead giveaway for the corrosive ammunition right there as well. Your non-corrosive ammunition right here, this is what it looks like non-corrosive out here. This is a Wolf WPA full metal jacket, military classic. This is a 200 grain match extra bullet right here for that. It's brass cased, and it does not have any sealant on the bullet case neck up there, nor does it have any sealant on the back of the primer as well too. These are Burdan primed on there, however they're not boxer primed. It's a typical new production ammunition out there as well, but it's basically clean burn ammunition, and it's quite accurate for your guns out there as well too. It'll basically make a gun that's in basically crap shape out there shoot relatively good. So let me get this box back together here. These things are a pain in the ass when they have a casing. Here we go. Okay. With non-corrosive ammunition, you can basically take your gun to the range and shoot it all day practically, and you can take your gun home and basically put it in your safe, and you can leave it sitting there for months at a time because you don't have to worry about cleaning it out because it does not have any corrosive salt in the actual priming compound. I think the actual name is it's called mercuric salt or something like that. It's mixed in with the priming compound and basically keeps the cartridges fresh for a long time. And this is what they typically look like, your spam cam ammunition that has the con block surplus ammunition as well too. These things, when they typically came in the market, they were retailing for about, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks back in I think early 2000. That's when I first started seeing them come over here. But now it's almost like non-existent out there as well because the supplies basically dried up, and I haven't seen any actually online or in some of the local stores around here. And the last time I actually did see this stuff was probably about a couple years ago up at Gander Mine. It was going for about 180 bucks I think last time I checked, and that was about 2 years ago, and that's when they actually had it in stock at that time, but now I haven't seen any online whatsoever right there for that. So, okay, on with the cleaning procedure. And the first thing you want to do is you're done at the range. Your gun's basically your gun's like still partially warm, and you just got done shooting your last round, and it's relatively nice outside. What you want to do, the first thing you want to do is obviously take your bolt out of the gun and disassemble your bolt assembly right here for that, and have it broken down into the three components, or basically the three main components: your bolt body with the cocking piece and the firing pin, and the bar right here, plus your bolt head assembly as well too. And what you want to do next is leave those sitting on the bench or table or wherever you have, or just put a clean rag down and have them sit right there. Next thing you want to do is take your gun like this, and you want to hold it vertically so the muzzle end is facing the ground. If you're having any qualms about dropping or anything else like that, I recommend putting some paper towels or something on the ground, or put some cardboard on the ground, so if you do happen to drop it, it'll hit the cardboard and it won't mess up the end of the crown on it as well too. So take a gun to one hand like I got right here. And personally, this is where some people differ between me and some other guys. If I'm done at the range and I'm going to clean up at home, I'm going to do a real quickie cleaning at the range, and basically what I do is get some window cleaner, and you basically spray it down the actual chamber area and just let it soak the complete bore till it comes out the end of the barrel down here, and just leave it drip there for about 5 minutes right there. And the next thing you want to do is to set the thing on an angle. For this video, I'm just going to put it back on a bench because I don't have anything down in the barrel right now. Next thing you want to do, take your bolt head piece right here in one hand, and you want to spray it liberally all over the top of the bolt down inside the channel area. And after you get done, just leave it sit over here for about a minute or two, then just spray this thing down the disconnector bar. And the next thing you want to do is to spray your firing pin head right here as well, to spray the whole thing here, and it'll basically get rid of all the salt compound that might have actually built up or got in contact with that specific piece. So once you're done with all that stuff, get a rag. I got blue shop rags over. I love these things because they work perfectly for cleaning up parts and anything else. You take that, you basically wipe down all the parts. You just got done spraying your bolt assembly right here, your bar, and your bolt head. You just wipe down all those pieces, get all the sprayed stuff you just sprayed off them, and you look down inside, make sure it's all clean. Then once you're done with that, you just reassemble your bolt and you put it back together. There we go. Put it back together right there. And since you're going home anyway, you'll probably be home in 10 or 15 minutes. Just take it home. If you have a call air gun or air compressor, I should say more specifically, just blow it off. Make sure everything's completely dry in there. Then once you're done with that, just wipe it down and put some oil all over the outside so it's all looped up, ready to go back in the gun right there for that. Okay. The next thing you want to do when you're still at the range, it only takes this step only takes a couple minutes to do right here. Personally, what you do is you take your cleaning rod. I got a tipped-in cleaning rod here. This is my favorite one I use because it's perfect for cleaning out Mosinnig and bores and your shotgun and Pepper 12 and stuff like that. Make sure the external portion of the cleaning rod is completely clean. This one is a graphite tipped-in cleaning rod. It has a nice big rubber handle, plus it also has, I believe, ball bearings inside here as well too. So what you want to do is get one of your jags, your patch attachments on the end here, and put them on your brass threaded piece right here. I personally use this brand right here. It's called Otis Clean Patches. These are made of cloth, I believe. Let me see. I think they're cotton. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, here we go, cotton. They're 100% cotton. And you open the package, and you get your jag, your clean attachment on the end. You basically stick it down inside there, and you get your bore guide. I think I probably forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. Put your bore guide down there, and you run it back and forth through the rifling down there. Just run it one pass through there and pull it back out, and you get another patch. Do the same thing over again, and after about 2 times, just set the cleaning rod down, look down through the chamber area, and it should be relatively clean, no problem like that. Set it back down, and you're basically good to go right there for that. There may be a small teeny amount of water still left on inside, like your breech in the chamber area where the actual barrel mates the receiver. Personally, the only way to clean that water out thoroughly would be to maybe get a couple of Q-tips. That only take a couple of seconds to just go in there and wrap them around the outside of the extractor area and right down in there by the chamber area as well too. And that'll basically quick it out, get it nice and clean real quick right there for that. So that's how I do my typical clean right there for your Mosin cleaning after you get done shooting your corrosive ammunition. And by doing that, I basically shot, let me see, 1, 2, 3 of my Mosin M44s with corrosive ammunition for probably about an hour. I'll put that one round, put about 150 rounds through it, and I did that each time right there, and the barrel stays perfectly clean. Then that's all you have to do right there to clean up the barrel. But after you get done doing that, just do the simple bore clean procedure. You get a bore snake, get your hobbies out, get your bore snake, your clean bore snake, just put straight through the bore, and it's basically ready to go for the next range session. You can want to go back there next week or the week after that. So if anybody has any comments, questions, feel free to leave me a message here. If I might have skipped something, or if you might need more advice about doing that, or I could probably tell you where I actually got some of this stuff right here, just leave me a message and I'll try to get back to you probably within 24, 48 hours depending on the work schedule, and we can go from there if you get any additional information or questions to ask me. So I'll see you guys and have a nice day.